Yeah, I have to say, looking into it, Kuumba had some really close match between Squidman, all three races.
And this is very typical of Kuumba. These last races, he always starts middle for some reason. I don't know why, but
I would say that might be a vanilla tactic. Just the comfortability of starting metal first is something of a childhood nostalgia right there.
It could also just be that there's two E-tanks on the stage, and maybe he's going for maximum safety. I'm not really sure.
most probably because if you're going full risk on quick and flash, so you kind of have two E-tanks and you don't pick up there. But yeah. Oh, okay. It seems everything is in order because the players know what they're doing. xapollo is going the typical route, which is flash quick first or quick flash. And Kuumba seems to have a bit of a trouble with these Metroids that can kinda bum you out if you're not careful.
Yeah, luckily they're not doing very much damage to him. But
Yeah.
they
And
definitely tend to space themselves out just perfectly to mess you up.
they take two
Buster
shots.
immune shot, man.
Okay. Okay. He got it. Good job. And xapollo, the typical thing about the Flashman that you saw right there is testing the walls, because the walls can be Buster weak, so Buster vulnerable. And he tested the wall to see what's the vulnerability, and it wasn't Buster. So he now knows. Meanwhile, Kuumba fights wood, which is not Buster weak.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty powerful wood.
This looks like a
tank here. Yeah, good move.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be nearly as bad when he gets to the refights, but this conveyor here in the metal boss room just adds a unique flavor to a couple of different boss fights. Wood definitely being one of them. Quick is another.
Oh, good job from both of them.
Conveyor belts causing issues with timing, I would assume.
Whoa, and Apollo actually gets item 1. That's very important getting in the beginning of the run.
Well, Kuumba's gonna get item 1 pretty quickly.
It seems so. And Apollo getting through the second save stage, which is quick. Getting 1 life, and on the other drop he'll get another life and another E-tank. So, oh, nasty tin cans. On both screens, actually.
Yeah, it's probably one of the worst places to find them, too, because there's just no hitting them. xapollo getting that safety E-tank from the quick stage. That's one of the reasons that stage is usually done early.
Well, he's using the traditional randomizer route with the Quickman, Flashman, or Flashman Quickman setup.
Yep.
Oh, and actually, Apollo find a way to kill the tin cans with crash bomb, so...
Looks like he's fishing for a little bit of health here, and he does get a big health drop, so that's gonna... Oh, no, I guess he's gonna keep fishing here for some crash. Probably a good move. I mean, you already know at this point that you're gonna find more of those tin cans later, and being able to take them out in one shot and not take the damage is incredibly useful.
Now, I noticed Kuumba here didn't bother to check for the weakness on the wall.
I believe he checked the first wall in the stage, which is easy to quickly turn left and fire for 1 frame and see.
I must have missed that.
It's pretty quick. It almost looks like you don't even divert from one of the jumps that you're doing there.
Oh, Apollo is actually pulse buffering when going on the quick lasers. This is very dangerous because you're negating your fall speed. You can actually die by pulse buffering on those screens. But he made it through.
Maybe a subconscious reaction.
Yeah. Now, from what you were saying earlier, Kuumba doesn't really
practice all that much on the randomizer, so he's just kind of going.
Just a machine. He will just get it right the first time.
Kuumba's a machine.
So we find Quick in the quick room here. Is this even randomized? I don't think it is.
Well, looking at wood, it would almost look vanilla had it not been for the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, xapollo2, you better use it. Okay.
Yeah. Quick man on quick stage.
But I don't believe Kuumba has item 3, and he doesn't know item 1, so if he's gonna do good wood, he's gonna test the item now.
Yep.
Okay, that seems to be a good item.
It almost looks vanilla. Maybe slightly faster, I don't know, but it looks about vanilla. That's pretty good.
Oh, it's disappearing really fast, but it goes up fairly good, fairly fast as well.
Better to be safe than sorry.
So that perfect ladder shot here, and when he does that, Apollo actually goes bubble.
And he finds air to work just as well on those totem pole dudes. I always forget what they're called.
I think we call them tin cans for some reason.
Tin cans, totem pole dudes, both are the canon names from now on.
I like this Bubble Man setup. It looks almost like a nighttime setup.
Suddenly, everything is immune to air. Okay, he must kill this bat because it can actually interrupt his bubble zip.
And look, we don't have a dumb crash this time.
Looks like Apollo got it this time. Nice.
Yeah, he got it. And Kuumba, after completing the good wood, does a decent crash.
Yeah, that crash looked a little bit difficult. He was moving faster than normal and firing a little faster as a result too.
I know, I've been used to watching dumb crash. Oh, when
Yeah.
Apollo accidentally takes a hit from the spike.
Oh. Mommy told me not to press the A button there, but oh well. It happens. Sometimes on instinct you want to jump over something, and it happens.
Oh, he's checking item 1 here.
The strangest thing is you can actually jump over that guy on that place that he tried. It's just very tight.
I think all the time he's trying to get this zip again, though, is
Well,
definitely not saving him any time at this point.
No, he's been here way too long. He's probably gonna try until he runs out. That was close. Yeah, he's calling it quits and moving on. It's already like he could be at about the boss door by now if he wasn't doing that. And that always sucks when that happens to you. You try for a zip, but you just end up spending so much extra time on it.
And
no, back into the spikes again.
It might have got to him a little bit.
He might not be used to doing this section.
Kuumba with the heat zip.
Which is probably why he's trying so hard to get the zip, is he's probably not used to doing the section. It looks like it anyway. I don't really know. I haven't seen many of his runs.
well, Kuumba actually did a fairly good. The first section wasn't too hard. He did the second section with item 1 and did the zip with item 1. Apparently item 1 is too good. So, yeah, if you can do the item 3 A-trigger zip with an item 1, it's too good. And Airman is watching. And very defensive, too.
Yeah, he looks pretty defensive.
Scratch
But he
that.
found the weakness
And it's
on
gone.
there.
A hole opened up in his defenses, and he is gone.
What a great guess on Crash. Maybe he learned a trick or two from Squidman with his random pick.
I swear there must be something too starting on the second page.
It's definitely I would say there's not a lot of items on there. It would almost be worth it to check the second page.
Yeah, there's only really two things that you can check on there, being metal and crash.
Yeah.
So after that, it's a free-for-all amongst all the other weapons on the first page.
Never underestimate the gamble power of Flash. You can always gamble.
You can always gamble Flash for the 8 robos. It's not worth bothering with the wily ones, though, because they can't be weak to it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, actually, fortunately, because could you imagine Flash Alien or Flash Boo Beam? Flash Boo Beam would be hilarious.
Well, here is a dumb Flash.
I can't imagine it, and I can imagine people not having Flash. It's gonna be really fun.
And here's Kuumba getting the bubble zip.
This is the setup. This is the setup. That was really quick.
And we're starting to see a vast difference in the capabilities of our players here.
See how this item one's setup should be done is, while you're jumping up, you deploy the one and you land on it. So you have enough time to kind of get the zip. Very good job. And item 2 to finish up the stage.
I think Kuumba just wants to show everybody all the zips in the game.
Oh, he already missed a couple, I think, but yeah.
It might was that item oriented though that he missed him?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, like in the metal stage, the zip that Apollo is attempting to do here, he didn't have item 1 to attempt this zip. At least Apollo gets a nice chunk out of the way with metal.
Yep, and he does it with A trigger. Interesting. This guy loves A triggers for some reason.
Well, it's not the robots that we really have to worry about. It's when you get to Wily 1 and Wily 4.
Yeah, and even Pico and Wily 2 can really change things up depending on what it's weak and immune to.
Or whether or not you accidentally take a death there, because you do get set back a decent amount in that.
Oh yeah, that's a huge loss. That's one of the biggest losses possible in the game. You know, short of getting a game over.
And actually, Kuumba now has all the items, so he can go whatever stage he wants.
Yeah, everything's pretty much open to him at this point. I believe he's going for the good crash, but I think he's
no, that's his funky crash zip. That's a really funky one.
Well, it's nice to have to skip all that jumping. God only knows what nightmare might have been awaiting him there.
Oh yeah, and on the screen above that he just now skipped, the 3 screens, I should say. You just never know what's waiting for you there in the randomizer, and it can just cause all kinds of chaos. It can end a run depending on just what you come across.
Yeah, I've noticed some of the more difficult ones. Definitely the rabbits.
Yeah, rabbits are not fun. Shrimp are one of the worst. Fan guys are not really too much fun either, but at least they don't usually kill you.
Here's Apollo taking our somewhat difficult and hard woodman fight.
Yeah, it seems that the players having this wood really uncomfortable.
Oh, he might want to use a... Oh, no. He got it! Nice.
That's fine.
That is a nice fight.
Now this is an annoying Clash Climb setup. These fire chinkies.
Yeah, they.
Yes, I saw your battle with Kami-Senin had a bit of difficulty here.
Oh yeah, I'd rather use something to kill those. These are annoying. Especially the doubles. Oh, he doesn't have a double, only one. This is doable. Yep.
Best to be safe.
Good call.
Watching Apollo now navigate through wood. We'll see if he attempts the good wood zip.
I kind of watched a couple of his runs, and I don't think he will, but yeah, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He can always surprise me though.
Now we have a very slow leaf shield.
We have a slow rising, very huggy bubble here with an interesting palette here. It almost makes it look like he's got a mustache
beard.
and a little beard. Yeah.
I was thinking that too.
So Huggy Bubble, which is semi-weak to Clash, an Airman that is very weak to Clash. So we all know what Clash is doing in the seed.
Taking on the quick. Oh, and Apollo takes a death here. But
that's strange. These birds are vanilla. It's very strange.
once again, digging the music that Duckfist puts in these randomizers.
I do believe this is from X2, and I do believe this is the pickle guy from X2. Do you remember his name? What?
Sponge?
Sponge, exactly. The pickle.
Pickle.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that Quick had a zip here.
I thought it might be Ostrich, but I don't know X2 very well though.
No, Ostrich is very serious music, and you have a bike too.
Oh, and Kuumba takes a death trying to zip through Quick here.
Well, yeah, that's why we don't do the quick. You need to have a flash first, and item 1.
He has a very quick flash here.
Yeah, and it doesn't save that much amount of time to be kind of a necessary zip. It's just swag, mostly. But yeah, he'll do it how we all do it the normal way. Meanwhile, xapollo is gonna fight that nasty Clash. He's gonna dig it.
Well, we've been having a lot of benefit these past few randomizers with having a very slow and dumb crash, so a decent one had to come out eventually. Oh, and he finds the weakness is air, takes him down super quick.
It's a nice change of pace to see a crash that's not dumb. I mean, we've seen just so many of them.
Oh, come on, Kuumba. Did you lost your touch? Come on. That's it.
Those Crabolas and definitely a pain in the butt. Well, Apollo has item 2. We'll see if he goes to heat now.
No, he has all the items too now, so...
Nope, he's going for air here.
Oh, Kuumba actually wants more crash weaknesses. Okay. But metal seems...
Apollo saved the worst 3 stages for last. No, I don't know what air is really going to be like, but it's definitely one that I worry about usually, and then heat and crash, of course, are usually pretty scary as well for similar reasoning to each other, and that's just whatever enemies spawn could either throw you into a pit or run you out of health or toss you in the lava.
Ooh, crabs.
Here we go. This is why we have item 1. This is a good place to use it.
He does find that quick is a general weakness to most of these enemies right here, so...
Quick is killing everything.
Yeah, 1 shot. How about it? Oh no!
Oh no!
Poor
Kuumba's gonna take a death here. That was a very quick restart.
Yeah, when you use heat, you negate your waiting time when you die, so... Always switch when you die, use heat, and yeah.
Yeah, he knew he was done for by the time the game finally let him pause there.
Wow, so far almost every enemy here has been weak to quick.
Okay. Seems that xapollo nailed the weakness, so he's gonna go really fast on this one.
Alright, and Apollo's going to show us who the leader of air stage is going to be in this randomizer. And we got heat. 'Cause I forgot who was left.
Oh, and quick boomerang week 2. Oh,
Oh, wow.
this is sweet.
So Apollo just running through this. Super easy peasy. Hopefully he has equal luck with Heat and Crash.
Imagine picking one lottery ticket, and that lottery ticket is the $1 million lottery ticket, and he got it. Wow.
Yep, testing for weaknesses now. Wood doesn't seem to do it. Oh, he's checking quick now, and he's gonna find that that works great.
Ooh.
Oh, but takes a death.
Oh well.
All these little extra deaths might help Apollo to even the score a bit. Well, taking down Quick super fast. So now we see Kuumba starting to head off into the Wily stages, while Apollo still has Crash to do after this Heat segment.
Well, it's about that time.
Yeah, it is that time. Kuumba's bringing us into Wily 1 here, which means it's time to start taking your guesses, folks. What color is that dragon going to be? And as an added bonus, if you like, what's it going to be weak to?
Ooh. Interesting, very oppressing music. Kind of appropriate for entering Wily's castle.
Wow.
I'm going to vote for a red dragon, and it's going to be weak to quick.
Let's see. Now, is the red because of the background stages or the overlay of the board?
Nope. Just a guess. I don't know. no particular.
Because we haven't had a red dragon in a while. They always end up being pink.
Well, that's part of it.
Okay, I'm gonna go green then. Weak to Clash Bomb.
Let's see. I am going to take a... I'm going to take a Barbie dragon. I'm going to say pink, orange, and green. And... weakness? What would the weakness be? I'm going to say the weakness will end up being... How about Bubble?
Bubble. Nice.
Oh, Kuumba taking a fall here. He's gonna make us have to wait that much longer and let Apollo catch up that much quicker. Yeah, we don't get to see as many Bubble Weak dragons as we should.
Because we don't want to.
I know. but you know, Kami promised us the true randomizer. So.
Oh, and he does get the big crash there.
Apollo got the crash zip.
All right, and we do have the green dragon.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's
you
see if we can
called
find some
it.
crash.
Okay.
And it's an all green dragon too. Yep, not metal.
Not Buster.
Not quick.
Ooh, quick does work.
Quick does work.
It's kind of hard to hit him with, but it works.
Yeah, that quick is going all over the place.
And he's down.
Nice.
Well, he took that dragon down fairly quickly.
Yeah, he
No pun intended.
You did was green, didn't you, Prodigy? That was a good guess.
Yeah. I'm hoping that actually Apollo tries Clash and the Clash is the second weakness. So I get that bonus lottery. And Kuumba is now gonna refill item 1, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, best to always get a little extra on your item 1 here.
He kind of wasted a lot because he wanted those vertical zips on Wily 1. And now... Okay. I don't know what's on his mind. I knew actually what's on his mind, but that's too bad. Oh god, no. Well... you either farm for ammo now, or you game over.
Yeah, he's gonna have to farm for 2.
Or you do a specific zip.
What specific zip could you...
You will see.
Ooh, took a bad time.
You take a damage boost and you walk on the spikes. If you have enough iframes, you get an item 1 on a specific spot that push you on that wall, and you can zip over to the ladder, to the first ladder.
Well, Kuumba's gonna have to take a few more deaths if we're gonna have this game.
Okay.
We're gonna have an interesting race. Come on! No.
that bubble though, oh my god, that just cracks me up.
Yeah, he's
It's
a Santa
just-
Claus. He looks like Santa.
So annoying.
Martian Santa.
When he's flapping his
Oh.
arms
Oh, and
and he's
Apollo
he's
takes a
laughing.
death. And here's Kuumba testing the weakness to the walls.
It's like Storm Eagle. It's coming, dude. You know it's coming. Yeah. That bubble is just extremely annoying.
I like how he flaps his little arms like he's flying.
Yeah.
And we got the star backdrop. It's just so appropriate.
Oh, and that actually clashes the weakness for the walls.
Is this randomized?
Yeah, it is, but that means they have to be really careful with Clash because there are weaknesses on bosses too.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna have to go for extra refills or maybe forsake the next E-tank on Wily 3 there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You got the bird to despawn that Met for him.
And xapollo actually joins Kuumba on Wily's. Okay, Pico, give us a bit of a
Now watch
interesting fight.
Let's see what Pico's weakness is gonna be. Watch its crash.
Nope. It's
Oh no, he's got it with quick.
Well, Crash may work as well, but luckily we don't have to find out.
Yeah, if you think that machine is 50% buster or more, I do believe this guy, Pico, is 50% or more quick boomerang. I'm pretty sure everybody finds boomerang here.
It happens very often.
Yeah.
Well, how does Pico's weaknesses go? He's weak to a lot more things than
He's weak to 3 things.
3 things.
3 things, yeah. And if Kame can correct me here, I think one is the biggest weakness and the other 2 are just kinda meh.
Pretty much. Yeah, one's the big weakness, and well, I mean, there's always going to be one that they're the weakest to, but like their secondary weakness, it has a chance to actually be incredibly similar. Like they could be off by only 1. I've seen.
Yeah, and it's a general runner's choice how they go for it because they're judging this by ammo consumption and not by which one is the strongest weakness.
Yeah, that's usually the safest bet, is to go by whatever one uses up the least, because you just don't know what you're going to need ahead, and the fewer refills you have to grab, the better.
Now Apollo filling up his item 1 here.
Probably a good move, because, you know, coming up to this dragon here, you don't know what he's going to do to you. Myself, the dragon makes me really nervous, because one hit, it could spell the disaster, whether you have full health or not.
Oh, let's see what Bob the Builder tank here does.
Well, his color changed slightly.
I like the lavender and cyan and turquoise coloring.
And your bubble
very
actually kind of did work there.
Yeah, he worked it real quick. So here we go on 4. Kuumba's been taking a lot of risks, I feel, but it has been paying off for him.
Yep. And he will now reveal a couple of his weapons.
Yeah, I mean, I don't recall actually normally seeing Kuumba take so many deaths in a game the way he has in this one.
Utilizing the item 3 a bit? Okay.
Now Apollo had found the weakness to the dragon with that high arcing quick, but he took him down a lot quicker than Kuumba did.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he was able to stand on that middle platform there a little bit longer and just mash them boomerangs into him. Whereas Kuumba got chased around up and down by the dragon for a little bit there.
Yeah, and missing with the high arc of the quick boomerang that this was randomized to.
And unfortunately Kuumba, because he fall down, he didn't have enough item 3 to complete the at least the first 2 vertical while 4 zips. So he used item 2. I think he still has enough, a little bit of the water dance. Oh, no? Okay. Okay, item 2, let's see. I think he has this.
Yeah, I mean, it almost seems beneficial when you have the hoppers in the corners, because they can't seem to get out of that.
Yeah, sometimes when they're below you, it's kinda bad, but the spawner is really good. And the blue bean zip.
Now that's another one of those zips you got to be careful with, right? Because you can overzip and end up kind of stuck.
You can always kill yourself, but you don't want that.
No.
Especially not before the boss fight.
Now, didn't Kuumba find out that Crash was the weakness, or that was Apollo?
That was Kuumba.
It was Kuumba. I guess he forgot. Or he was testing for Boo.
He's searching. When you go up with the zip, you first search for the weakness of the blue beans, so he's probably searching. Oh, he knows it's bubble now. Oh, that's a really good bubble, actually.
I saw that. And Bubble was being super nice to him. And Apollo setting up for his Pico Pico fight. Hopefully he finds quick, fairly quickly, but he finds air. One blast air.
Oh, that's very costly, though. That's really costly. Well, not really? Okay. I turned that back. It's really good. Let's go.
Yeah. He's probably still gonna have to hunt for quick at the end, but... Nope. Yep, one more. He's gonna find P doesn't work.
Meanwhile, it's a really nice song on the refights. I really love this. This is so chill.
Alright, finishing up the Pico Pico. As he moves on to fight the wily tank.
Yep, Kuumba's just making his way through these refights here. Look like he's gonna play it a little dangerous there and not take the
I almost thought that was Kuumba who died.
It was very close.
And Air not wanting to be as defensive this time around.
That's a really safe bet. Using those E-tanks instead of refilling in the stage. I do believe using E-tanks in the refights is faster than picking up all those healths. So that's a really good call.
Absolutely. The more healths you can avoid, the better for sure. But if you're coming into here with like say 2 or 3 E-tanks, I would say you're in a good position to ignore all of the health pickups and just E-tank when necessary, if necessary.
Yeah, I would say that saves you a decent amount of time.
And even if the machine is, you know, busted immune, it's not gonna give you that big of an issue. It's gonna eat one E-tank at best.
Yeah, machine's usually not too terrible, even if it's not Buster weak. It can be a pain to find out what it is weak against that you want to use. But even then, usually, it's not too bad. I would say one E-tank is usually the most.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
If you don't use the E-tank, he's gonna...
Oh, this was so
he's
close.
Gonna use it.
Yeah, he was probably trying to pause, but he couldn't while the crash bomb was still out on the screen there.
Oh, come on, Kuumba.
Game doesn't
Apollo finishing his, I keep wanting to call it the Guts tank. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured that was what it was called.
Guts Dozer, Guts Tank, whatever you want to call it.
I've noticed that you guys have slight nicknames for certain things, so...
To be perfectly honest, everybody calls how he wants the enemies in this game.
Oh,
everybody...
we did.
Whoa, okay. Well, there goes Wiley.
Yep, everybody take your guesses here before it's too late. What color do you think that alien's gonna be? And what do you think the weakness is gonna be, since there's only gonna be one anyway? I'm voting for a purple alien myself, and I'm hoping for that crash weakness.
Oh, with this good background, I want it blue now.
Let's see. I'm going to say purple and blue. Why not? We'll have an indigo-looking alien.
It can happen.
And what's his weakness gonna be? I want the weakness to be Crash, but my gut instinct's telling me that it might end up being Bubble. I don't know why. Maybe Vanilla.
GG with that zip. Nice.
That was a very nice zip.
Well,
we're watching...
Very far from blue. But it's still blue.
Buster.
It's still blue.
It's
Buster
blue. Weak. I got all my colors almost all wrong this time. Such a sad day.
GG to Kuumba for finishing with an official SRL time of 38:16.
And we're watching Apollo now make his way to the blue beams.
Oh, and actually Apollo going for the pulse buffer on Wily 4. Good job.
Oh, when he takes a death. I wonder if he
doesn't-
just saw that win on his screen.
He probably got distracted or something.
That's what I'm thinking. Aww.
I'm not sure what's going on with the audio here. Keeps going out. But it appears.
You think that's on
Apollo's
Kuumba's
audio...
screen?
No,
Oh.
it appears Apollo's audio is not usable, but it keeps trying to switch back to it.
And
Well, we'll
Apollo
listen to some
attempt this
Mega Man
again.
3 while we wait.
This is a really mean ROM hack. This is so mean. No, please no, Kuumba.
Hey, I don't mind listening to Blue Lightning. I like that song. I like the techno version by Disco Dan. Apollo taking the long ride.
Yep, playing it nice and safe there.
You know, I actually found the issue in my mic. You know what the issue is? My headphones are so loud, they actually do echo. Wow. This is so good.
Slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley. Well, this is a good time maybe to talk about the... Well, anything.
What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about race 2?
Oh, yeah. I want to talk about who you'll be excited to race against. Apollo, I think, does have an opportunity in the next race to rectify a win. It'd be really nice if we end up getting 3 races out of this.
Who I want to race is whoever gives me more challenge. To be perfectly honest, I'm biased because I want to race Kuumba because that will be more challenging for me. But in terms of game 2, I think xapollo can do better, as well as Kuumba. Both of them can do better in race 2. So I'm expecting a really fast game 2 from one of them. At least one of them.
I think Apollo now, knowing that he didn't win this race, hopefully will up his game a lot, and Kuumba might start slacking, knowing that how quickly he got through this race, with his death count being pretty high.
Well, what happens in randomizers, once you start taking bets, it's very common that you kind of start tilting. I start overthinking things that you usually don't think about. Like, this jump, on the other side of this jump, there's probably an enemy that I'm gonna hate. If you think like this, you're doomed. If you go all in, you're doomed. You kind of have to adapt on the fly. You have usually a couple of frames or seconds to adapt. That's why the randomizer is so special, and I like it so much.
No, I think keeping a cool head and enjoying yourself is key to winning these races.
Oh, I don't know a person that enjoys Mega Man. Nobody here enjoys Mega Man. So.
I love Mega Man.
Mega Man is the worst thing ever.
That's the worst. That's the worst game.
I thought you were being serious.
No, I don't know why people play this game. Come on.
Let's forget about the fact that, you know, I play like 24 of them. I hate Mega Man. Ugh.
Exactly. You play so much that you hate the game.
That's why.
Seems, yeah, logic.
Apollo found bubble weakness relatively. I would say that was pretty quickly.
Good job from him.
So now he'll be going into his refights.
And that's also a very good thing to see. The other runner, even though it's behind probably, if I can calculate, 10 minutes behind, if he does good refights, he still is willing to finish this. So, yeah. As a big GG from him. I would probably forfeit at this point, because, yeah. I want to keep my head cool and not think about it.
Yeah, well, he probably knows at this point he didn't win the race. Our runners don't know how the other runner does.
They definitely know.
They definitely know.
Yeah, I was about to say, by now he must have looked in to see that he lost this round.
Yeah, if he's got SRL up at all, then which he does to be in the race, then he knew as soon as Kuumba was done.
You can look at that cool items and cool level design. This is this is great. On Kuumba's stream.
I was about to say, so what hack is he playing?
That's a Rockman 2, Rockman 3, 2 Cray. You have slide in a couple of strange looking items and enemy. They're very, as you can see, safe to say, poorly designed.
What is that, a boat?
Yeah, that's a boat.
So So Brush turns into a boat as opposed to a jet in this.
This is so bad. When you have to.
So, oh man, Crash. I thought he had, no, never mind. Crash is definitely not dumb this time around. He's going too fast.
No, he's really fast on this.
He's not jumping very like he could go that fast and jump a little higher. And it's not such a big deal, but with him jumping low, he can actually corner you pretty well. And this dumb flash here, it just doesn't do anything but jump and fighting him in the water.
It's probably the water gravity that's
what I was gonna say. Is the water does have a tendency to mess him up in a way where he'll actually do his jump even though he's already in the air, or I guess off the ground in the water, I should say.
Yeah, because he's falling too slow.
Yeah, you can literally juggle him back and forth sometimes in that way.
Yeah. Kind of water physics mess everything up.
Who would you
Yeah.
say is the most dangerous robot master to fight in the water?
Oh, nobody?
No, I didn't think
nobody
so.
really.
Probably
Nobody.
Bubble.
Maybe Air.
Yeah, if air gives you a really bad pattern, but still, if you're careful, nobody is. I don't know. No.
Yeah, I've noticed more often than not, even with air, that he has a tendency to get stuck in the ceiling.
Actually, water
That's the
makes things slow. And in terms of Mega Man games and how Mega Man games work, everything that's slow, it's easier. So yeah, I don't think water is a big factor.
No, the only thing that's harder for me is if Air gets himself stuck in the ceiling. At least for me, I have to jump up and get really close to that ceiling in order to shoot him once per jump. So it ends up with me just almost touching the spikes every 2 or 3 seconds until the fight is finally over.
Now, here's something odd. Apollo is actually testing the weakness when it's almost always Buster weak.
Yeah,
well,
there's a 50% chance that the Wily machine will be weak to Buster.
Well, he found it, and he kills the first phase, I think, and the second one is gonna go after. Yep.
Now, with Bubble, you can get soft locked on his water stage also, can't you? There's like a thing where you have to face the right-hand side, if I read that correctly.
Definitely safer to face right than left on the kill in the bubble room, but that glitch you're talking about is pretty much dependent on lag, so there's a little bit of a random factor to that. It just depends on what boss you get and what kind of pattern they're throwing you and what frame you kill them on. But basically you can end up falling through the floor, and usually you'll make it out of the stage, but there's another variation of it where you actually don't, and you take a death and then end up spawning on Wily 4 because it's connected to the bubble stage, but you still have bubble tiles that are all now corrupted, and certain things don't quite work. There's water everywhere. It gets really funky.
And
Let's see how quick it is for Apollo to figure out the Buster weakness of our alien.
And that I think that problem is only during the stage. It can't happen in any fight, so. And the runners are pretty aware of that problem, so yeah, they shouldn't have any issues in Bubble.
All right, next
Alrighty. GG. Now we get ready for our game 2.
I don't think we mentioned this, but when Kuumba finished his official SRL time, was a 38 minutes and 16 seconds time, and Apollo just now finishing with a 49 minutes and 10 seconds SRL time. So I believe seeds are going to be distributed and racers are going to be preparing for round 2 here, and hopefully we'll be ready to start that in just a few moments.
Wow, this ROM hack, I think it has some influence from Atari, dude. Everything is so blocky, and it's... Everything is literally blocks. Yep, even the weapons.
I do like Mega Man 3 music. I give it that. Oh. Except for this end stage song. I feel like it belongs in an RPG or something.
It's too upbeat because you know you're dead. You know on the screen you hate everything right now, and you get this funny upbeat song. Yeah,
it's upbeat and happy. It's like I just died.
Yeah, you're supposed to be happy that you died, but it's not working. It's never working.
Yeah, if anything, it becomes even more infuriating, I think. So apparently our next seed has another Castlevania 3 opening. You know what, though? It makes great intermission music.
Oh, it's absolutely perfect for it.
It's perfect for the intermission.
It's
Kudos
that point.
to Kuumba for the intermission music.
It's a good music, but at this point, I think we all can agree it's time to press the reset button.
That is true. It'll make you pull your hair out.
You can't listen to this. No. It reminds me of too many things. Too many.
I have to say, after listening to this now for like a couple of minutes, there's something about it that reminds me of Chrono Trigger. Alright, Kuumba, we've heard enough intermission music. We want to hear this awesome rocking. There you go.
Let's go, Fiji.
Fiji! That's only for use on the mountain in Japan, nowhere else.
A Japanese seed. Let's go.
Shimming to you live from Fiji, Japan.
Okay. Oh. Have you actually tried Mega Man 11?
I know with all you streamers, it's been all the rage. I have not tried Mega Man 11. I looked at it and I thought it looked very similar to Mighty Number 9, which didn't surprise me, to be honest.
You're gonna get hated if you say this again.
I know.
Yeah, Mega Man 11
this is coming from a person who hasn't played it, so I'm not saying the gameplay is the same. I'm just saying, aesthetically looking, you can see a lot of similarities.
It's a really solid game, but... Like...
Yeah, it was made by, you know, Keiji Inafune, and I guess I'm sure when they were coming to make that game, they were like, we don't have our designer anymore. So, he bangs out Mighty Number 9, and they're like, there's our design!
Gameplay is really good. I don't think anyone... Well, I'm gonna say it like this: if you're playing Mega Man games for the story and for the graphics, there's something awfully wrong.
You're not a real fan.
It's always good to have some good art style and good music, you know. Which, in terms of music, Mega Man 11 is kind of lacking, but the gameplay is solid. That's important. That's the most important part.
This Apollo is ready. He is jumping that thing up and down, saying, when are we going? When are we starting?
I believe they are actually both ready here, so we should be getting going here in just a minute or less.
Alright.
See the
I love feeling the enthusiasm from the players. It's not like we can speak to them, but we can see just their levels of anxiety to just get the show on the road.
Kuumba, please reset your timer. Thank you. Kuumba, please. Please.
Liz.
Please. I told you he's a lazy streamer. I told you.
Oh, come on, he doesn't have a microphone to defend himself after this.
He can come and defend it.
We know why Prodigy wants to face Kuumba now.